welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get right into your twin flame reading. I just wanted to mention again that please beware of several fake accounts out there. The way to know which is my true account is that I have 32K followers on my Instagram. So that's 32,000 plus followers. So that's how you know if you have a account that is fake. And I will never message you first. I will always wait for you to message me initially to make that initial contact to book a reading. So please be safe. Please beware of the imposter accounts that are out there. So let's get right into your reading. Let's see what is going on. What are the energies surrounding your connection? I don't mean to laugh, but it's like, I wasn't expecting these cards. Three of Swords and the Tower card. So, it's like, just when you start to feel better, it's like you get triggered again from these emotions. So not to be alarmed, because this is part of what is going on the planet. This is the ascension process. This is how we ascend to higher vibrations. Higher vibrations. This is how we ascend. And we ascend by letting go of the old. So emotions from the past, insecurities, not feeling like you're good enough, not feeling like, why am I not having this? Why am I not in union? Why do I not have the relationship that I want? Why is it? And questioning whether you're good enough, feeling not good enough. And these emotions are causing you to kind of feel this crumbling. But I want to say that despite these emotions, you are rising above them. So it's not to say that in your connection this is actually happening. It appears that it's happening. It's going to appear that there is something blocking your connection. That is a perception. That is illusion. It's not true. It's not true. Because just because you're not together physically doesn't mean you're not in union. So all of your old beliefs, you're being confronted by your beliefs from the past. And they're either going to hold you back and keep you stuck, or you're going to have a realization, you're going to ascend, and you are going to rise above these emotions, the illusion of separation. So this rarely comes up in readings. I remember a time, I want to say 2019, this Three of Swords was coming up almost every week. And then this year, it doesn't even come up. This might be the second time this year. And when I see the Three of Swords, I always see it as betrayal, heartache, third party, not being chosen, your twin flame choosing someone else. So it's like, do we really have to experience this all over again? And the universe is like, yes, until you can rise above it and realize that it is an illusion. And you're like, well, my twin flame is actually in another connection. I get it. But that's not the truth of the reality. The reality is your twin flame may be in another connection to work out lessons and karma that they perhaps have with this person, or perhaps you have with this person. So if your twin flame is with someone else, you may have karma with that person that they're with. They may have been a sibling of yours in a past life. They may have been your best friend in a past life. And this lifetime, You're here to sort that all out because it's outstanding. You have resentment, you have pain over that third party person. You must forgive. You must have compassion. And I know that sucks. But that's what we're called to do. That's what ascending is. Ascending is rising above the resentment, rising above our own ego, and knowing that it's just about love, unconditional love. And unconditional love is loving yourself enough to let go of those emotions that have been holding you back for years, for decades, for lifetimes, for millennia, because it's your time to ascend. It's your time to ascend. It's our time to ascend as a planet. And if each one of us are holding on to resentments, like, in a past life, my twin flame left me for, let's say, my sister, right? Yeah. So it repeats. And in this lifetime, the same thing is happening, but with someone else. But that person could very well have been your sister in that past life. So I'm just giving you an example of how we are to work out our karma. The person that is with your twin flame is to teach you how to rise above your woundedness, because you're holding on to your wounds. You're like, I'm not letting go. I'm not going to allow myself to feel better about the situation. The universe is like, what? Why not? And you're like, because it hurts. I don't want to forgive anybody. That's the inner child, just being like bratty. But I know these are real life emotions. These are real life scenarios. And I don't mean to make, like, not take it seriously. These are actual lives. And I know because I see this happening every day in my clients' readings, and it can feel very painful. But you are meant to rise above, like, these emotions of betrayal, of disappointment, of like heartache. And if it's not an actual person, it's just the person, not your twin flame, not being available to you, that is breaking your heart. And this heartbreak stems from not only your childhood, when you first got your heart broken, but from past lives. And it's just a pattern. It just keeps repeating until you can see that you are bigger than this heartache. That heartache doesn't have to destroy you. It uplifts you to the greatest version of you. Pain is meant to be healed. And we can either focus on the pain, or we can do whatever we can to heal that pain. So one way to heal the emotions is to actually feel it. Like, it's one thing to just be like, oh my gosh, I'm not in union. You know, my twin flame is nowhere in sight. It hurts. And then you go about your day. And then the next day, the same thing. Or you can sit in that pain. Give yourself some space and time away from the world and feel it. Write out everything that you need to get off your chest. Write out how you feel. Scream into a pillow, punch a pillow, take out all that emotion, because that's why you're feeling it, because it needs to be released. This is years and lifetimes of this emotion that you haven't processed yet. So you are both going through this. This is not just you. This is your twin flame also experiencing on their end something that is breaking their heart. It could very well be your situation. It could very well be a financial situation. It could be a family situation. It could be health. Something is is breaking their heart, and you both have the ability to rise above. The universe is there, waiting for you to ask for help. All you have to do is just ask. Say, universe, okay, I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of feeling betrayed. I'm tired of feeling disappointed. I'm tired of feeling angry and resentful. Can you please help me? Because until we do that, it's always going to feel like it's crumbling. Just when you start feeling better, something happens, you get triggered, and then everything crumbles again. It's going to be like a repetition of a pattern that keeps repeating itself until you finally get the lesson. You are not this pain. This doesn't define who you are. Something happened to you, and it's coming to your awareness so that you can let it go. This is for all of us. We have to let go of what happened to us. We are no longer victims. We can't just say, oh, this happened to me, poor me. No, you are powerful. You are a creator of your life. You are a creator of your experience. So you can recreate what happened. And a way to do that is look at the situation. Say, okay, this is happening to me now. It's a pattern, and it's almost like karma. Because what if you were the one who did the betrayal? What if you betrayed your twin flame in a past life and you married their brother or sister or something, or their best friend or their mother or their father, whatever it is? You were the perpetrator in a past life, and you're experiencing this now so that you can see that it's a pattern and that you can forgive. And not only forgive them, but forgive yourself. It can feel debilitating. It can feel like I'm never going to get over this, or it feels like I'm never going to get over this. But the fact that you're feeling this means that you're in a prime position to elevate yourself, to ascend. It's there right in the palm of your hand, and all you have to do is let it go. So we got this. You got this. You are watching this for a reason. You are watching this because it is time. It's time for you to let go of the past and to experience the love that you deserve. So I'm going to leave those there. Okay, so let's see how where you're at on the journey. Where are you at? Where are you at on the journey? Where are you at? What's going on? We have the Devil card. This is all good. It's just these cards I never know what to expect, but these cards, I'm just like, Five of Swords. You're really being tempted. So this Devil energy is like throwing you off, trying to convince you that you don't need this. You don't need this BS, heartache, heartbreak. You're maybe getting crossed signals or messages like, you deserve better, it's your fault for staying in this connection, those kind of messages. And you're like, yeah, you're right. The Devil energy is going to convince you to go opposite of love, to go against love. So the Devil energy is going to convince you to stay in your hurt. The Devil energy is convincing you to not forgive, not have compassion, and to feel righteous. Like they're wrong and I'm right. And if it's not towards your twin flame, most likely it's someone else in your life that you absolutely do not want to forgive. That's okay, that's your choice. But this devil energy is always convincing you to stay in fear and not choose love. Because the devil energy, that fear is like fear of not being right. Like the devil energy's convincing you to be right. And in my opinion, there's no right or wrong. It's just experience to help us learn, grow, and evolve. So if we're going to sit here and make ourselves right, we're not really getting the lesson. We're not ascending. We're not rising above our ego. And the devil energy is all about the ego. It's all about attachment. What are you attached to? Are you attached to being right and making your twin flame wrong? That's okay too, but after a couple years, it gets tired. Like, you don't want to keep doing that. You don't want to keep living that day in, day out, because that's no way to live. How do we ascend? We can hear this, temptation, but we don't have to buy into it. So this energy is coming on strong for you to convince you that your twin flame is wrong. They're not wrong. They're just living out their karma. And if you keep seeing them as wrong, it's going to keep you separate from love, which is separate from your twin flame. So it's your choice. This is just what's surrounding you, and you have a choice. You can go down the easy path and be like, yeah, I deserve better. I don't deserve how I'm being treated. I choose to not love. I choose not to forgive. And sometimes, in a weird way, that feels good. It's that resentment, it's like you want to feel it because you're hurt. It's because you're hurt. You want justice. You're like, no way am I forgiving. You can choose that, or you can rise above and just forgive. And the way you can forgive your twin flame is by forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself for all the mistakes that you ever made in every lifetime where you were the one that committed betrayal. You may think you're innocent, but you're not that innocent. We're all not that innocent, because this is the game of life. We each signed up to experience every aspect of life. And so in a past life, we committed crimes and we may not remember them, but that's why we experience karma, is so that we can learn and forgive ourselves. So 5 of Swords is like, I'm just picking up insecurity. Insecurity. You're feeling like you're not good enough. And it's just like these memories are flooding back, these feelings, I want to say, from what happened to you as a child, where, you really wanted something. You wanted to feel accepted. You wanted to feel loved and appreciated and admired, and you didn't. And you went home as a child feeling like, why am I not loved and appreciated like other people are? There's that comparison. So I feel like you're comparing yourself to some ideal scenario that you're not in, because it's a result of those emotions you had as a child, where you felt insecure about who you were because you felt you were different. And the lesson here is to accept yourself for everything that you are, because you are beautiful, you are perfect, you are whole and complete. despite what has happened to you, what happened to you happened so that you could remember that you are beautiful, perfect, whole, and complete, no matter what has happened, no matter what your experience was. It has all happened to bring you back to wholeness, to just remember that. So you're feeling like super insecure, like, my twin flame didn't choose me. That means I'm not good enough. That means I'm not smart enough, rich enough, wealthy enough, pretty enough, beautiful enough, sexy enough, smart enough. I think I'm repeating myself. So these insecurities are coming up, and if it's not in your connection, it's coming up at work. It's coming up in your family. It's coming up, in some area of your life where you're just not feeling secure. The good news is that you have the ability to rise above this, but it is happening for a reason. It's not just happening to you, it's happening on a planetary collective. This is happening to the planet, and it's happening so that we can let go. We can let go of the energy of what has been holding us back in our lives, what has been holding you back from love. Twin flame separation is you holding yourself back from love. And you're like, what? I want to be with my twin flame. Yeah, I know you do. But you're holding yourself back in some way from love through feelings of undeservingness, feelings of insecurity, feelings of doubt, of buying into holding on to grudges and resentment. There's no place for that in union. Because when you have that in your connection, it just pulls you in separation. Even twin flames who are in union, whenever these emotions come up and they're not dealt with, pulls them into some kind of separation. They feel disconnected. They're not communicating. They retreat into their egos and fears and insecurities. And it happens all the time. We're still human, but we have to recognize and have the awareness to see what's really going on. It's always to elevate us, to help us rise out of pain. Like our bodies, when we are injured, we feel the pain and our body automatically heals itself. But there's nothing that, typically, there's nothing that inhibits that healing. It happens automatically. But in a relationship, in your connection, you can inhibit your healing by holding on to toxic energies. I hope that made sense. Like, you prevent healing when you hold on to the past, when you hold on to hurt, resentment. And it takes a while to just free ourselves from that, because it's all these lifetimes of pain that we all carry. We are born to be happy and joyful, but we just carry a lot of stuff. We carry a lot of emotional baggage from past lives because we remember them. We may not remember them consciously, but we remember them on a soul level. I get carried away, as you can tell. I'm very passionate about this subject. Okay, so where is your twin flame at on the journey? Let's use this deck. Where's your twin flame at? Where are they at on the twin flame journey? Where are they at on the journey? Wow, lots want to come up. Just take two. Where are they at? High Priestess and Four of Cups. Yeah, they're really missing you. Yeah, you see how this person's like feeling sad, remorseful. They feel like they've lost you. They're kind of stuck as to what to do. So they're not doing anything in terms of your connection. But they're dreaming of you, they're thinking of you, they're missing you. And the thing is like with the High Priestess, they're trying to connect with you, like even telepathically, energetically, emotionally. They're trying to connect with you, and they can't feel you because you've like cut them off. You maybe not consciously, but through your pain, through your resentment, through your anger and unforgiveness, you have cut them off. And like you can't break the bond, but you can like unplug from them, especially when you're in pain, especially when you're hurt. Especially when you're focused on that, then there's no real connecting emotionally, telepathically. There's no love flowing. There's no energy flowing between you and your twin flame. So they're trying to reach out to you, and they can't find you. So they're lost. They're a bit lost. They're a bit yeah, I'm getting like they're lost and a bit shaky. Because they're trying to appear like everything's okay, but they sense that there's something, like they're sensing like it's over, but they don't want to let go of you. They can't let go of you. Yeah, see, like they're holding on to these cups of love, and they're wanting you to give them some sign, and you're like, nope. Yeah, forgiveness is a tough thing, especially when you're stubborn. Forgiveness does not come easy, because if you don't have anything against your twin flame, this is about someone in your life that you are not able to forgive. And this is not to condone what someone has done. The forgiveness is for you to be in a better place to receive love, because when you don't forgive, you cut yourself off from love. You cut yourself off from the universe. You're not able to receive the abundance that is meant for you, because when you're not forgiving, you're cutting yourself off. So they can feel like you've cut yourself off. They can feel that something's not right. And they're looking back over their shoulder. They're like, okay, something's changed. Yeah, I'm picking up like they're fearing that your connection has come to an end, and they're really feeling remorseful that they should have done things differently. They keep trying to reach out to you, and they're like, there's no answer. There's no answer. Meanwhile, this could have been what you were doing with them. Like, you kept reaching out to them and there was no answer. It's like, tables have turned. That's what happens. That's what happens. But I am seeing that they're getting some clarity. They're getting some clarity. So they're having their own awakening, because your energy is having them question, okay, what's going on? Something's missing. Something's gone from my life. So let us see what their messages are for you. What are their messages for you? Love messages from your twin flame. Love messages from your twin flame. Yeah. I want to reach out, but it's not the right time. Sorry, that's backwards because I'm recording from my laptop. They want to reach out, but they're feeling this, like, this, like not a good vibe coming from you. Love messages from your twin flame. I'm attracted to you. So yeah, they see you in this empowered energy. It's like this energy of, I'm done with this BS. And strangely enough, of course, they're attracted to that because you're standing up for yourself. And they're like, wow, that's so sexy. Our connection is real. They're like, don't give up. And you're like, well, it's too late now. I'm done. I think of you often. Yeah. It's like, this is them thinking of you. I need balance. Yeah, so they're needing to balance something in their lives, or like have some emotional balance because they're feeling kind of remorseful. They need to get back into their center. They need to get back to harmony. My heart is now open. And you're like, why now? So their heart is open and they're ready for love. It says, I'm ready for love. And I'm just seeing like the energy of back and forth, running and chasing. So first you're running after them. No, they're running, you're chasing them. Now you're running and they're chasing after you energetically. This may not be even playing out in real 3D, but these are the energies. You're pulling back, so now they're chasing you energetically, emotionally, because you're like, done. I'm so done. I still love you, but I'm done. Back and forth and back and forth. When do we get off this ride? We want to know. Okay. Let's see the shadow aspect of your connection. What's happening with regards to the shadow aspect? I mean, this is pretty much, we've just been reading the shadow aspect of your connection. I won't go too much into in depth, but it's good for us to know, right? I feel lost. So both of you are in your lives making things work. Despite the fact that you're both lost on this journey. And that is okay because that's what happens. We lose our way. We get lost. Your twin flame feels lost. You feel like, okay, I know what I want and I know what I don't want. But you're feeling lost because there was a time when you thought things were going well. Maybe this was yesterday, last week, 2 months ago, last year. You felt like you knew where the direction was going. And things happen, life happens, triggers happen, and then, you're lost. The universe, and I don't know why I got emotional all of a sudden, like I want to cry. The universe is always showing you the path back home. It's showing you how to get back. And really, it's the journey to get back to you. You must find you. You're feeling lost because you're disconnected from you. You're not in alignment with your true self. You're not in alignment with your true self. And that's why you're both lost. And I feel very sad for some reason. I never get emotional on camera. And this could be for all of us. Like, this could be in terms of the planet. We all feel lost in this world because it's hard. We're like these lost children, you know? And when we don't have direction, we're just these children, like, going in circles, thinking that we've got a handle on things, but we really don't. We really don't. But this is a chance for all of us to really buckle down and step into our power and not be victims anymore to circumstance. Sure, what's going on in the world, on the planet, may not feel good, but we have the power to recreate a world and a planet that we can thrive in and be happy. It is possible to experience heaven on earth, and that's what our job is. Our job as twin flames is to bring heaven on earth. We're not meant to live in this illusion of hell on earth. That's not who we are. We are sovereign spiritual beings that can create whatever we want. So we have to put our minds to creating harmony, peace, unconditional love. And how do we do that? We just focus by doing that ourselves. So I get it. Like, the shadow aspect is that we don't realize we're lost. But the universe is always giving us signs and messages and guideposts to find our way home. Because the universe loves us unconditionally, no matter what we've been conditioned to believe. If we believe that the world is a dark, scary, bad place, then that's what you're creating. But we can co-create a better world. And that all starts from within us, because whatever we create within is a reflection in our world. So when we create peace, harmony, unconditional love, alignment with our true selves, with our sovereign beings, that is what the universe will reflect back. Just think of us as, I don't know why hologram came to mind, but the world is a projected hologram of our own consciousness. So we must elevate. We must shed these petty reasons to feel pain. There's no reason why we have to feel pain. We don't. It's an experience, and we feel it to learn. To learn and say, oh, okay, that's what that feels like. I don't like it that much. So we move on, and we move on to better feeling emotions. And that's how we elevate. You're at a stage where you're elevating. You're finding yourself. You're aligning with your higher self. So keep it up, keep going. Because the reason why this card has come up for us collectively is because this is how our world has been for centuries. Since the beginning of time, we've just been lost from our true higher selves. We've been caught in this illusion of drama that we just created to experience it. But now we can experience something different. So let's let go of the past. That's why all of these emotions are coming up so that we can be aware of them and say, I don't want this experience anymore. I'm done with it. I've experienced it. Now I want to experience the opposite of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, prosperity, true love, fulfillment. Whew. Okay. What is the guidance for you? What's the guidance for you? And then we'll see what is coming up for you. This is an intense reading because these are intense energies. Guidance for you on your journey. And then we'll see what's coming up for you. Hopefully it's good. Okay, the guidance. We have the Three of Cups. Yay! I chuckled, but in a good way. And we have Page of Pentacles. So good news is coming, bearing good gifts for you. In the midst of whatever you're experiencing, whether it's on the journey or in other areas of life, the guidance here for you is to trust in what's happening. Trust in the transformation of the dying of the old and the rebirth of the new. This is a card of celebration. The universe is saying, be ready for this. Focus on this. Focus on all the reasons you need to celebrate, because we are entering into a new era. We're letting go of the past and the centuries of oppression, suppression, inequality, injustice, unfairness. We're letting all of that go because we've already experienced it. We no longer have to stay in that vibration. The universe is saying, celebrate your elevation, celebrate your ascension, celebrate who you've had to become to get over all of that. Because we have collectively, we've all endured all of that. And the universe is saying, this is a time for celebration. Be ready, be open to the changes that are happening, be open to the new energies that are flooding us as we speak. Through planetary, lunar cycles with solar flares. Our planet is being pressurized, in a pressure cooker, so that we can ascend, so that we can become enlightened. I want to say, the universe is saying for you to be prepared for a gift. So it could be in the material sense, but it's also see the gifts, be open to the gifts that the universe is giving to you. Be open our eyes, open our awareness to see the gifts that the universe is giving to us. Because when we see it in that way, we have so much more to be thankful for. So the guidance is focus on the good that is happening. Just stay focused on the good, and you'll see it begin to manifest in every area of life, even in your connection. You'll start feeling better. When it comes to your connection, this was more on a larger scale, and I keep forgetting I have to bring it back down to twin flame connection. The universe is saying you're going to see a difference. When you focus on what you're grateful for, when you focus on the gift of love that you feel, that you've never felt before with anyone else, when you focus on the love that you feel and have gratitude for that, you'll see it grow and expand. Celebrate that love, even in the midst of your emotional turmoil. Learn how to celebrate that, because that in itself is a gift. Because it helps us see the light. Through the darkness, we're able to recognize the light. So you will be able to see the light of your love, despite what is happening, despite how you're feeling, despite the turmoil, the towering emotions, or the towering situations that seem overwhelming in your life. You'll begin to see the love, because the universe is showing you how to appreciate you in all of this, is bringing you back to you. The reason why you're going through this turmoil in your connection is because there's turmoil within you, but the universe is saying you can just let it go. You don't have to hold on to this anymore. It doesn't serve you. It's done its purpose. You can let that turmoil go. You can let that trauma go. You can let that disappointment, heartbreak, betrayal, you can let it all go and feel the essence of who you truly are. And that is love. That is sovereignty. That is freedom. Authenticity. That is everything that you are. And through these situations, through these scenarios, through these illusions, we're able to see that. You're able to see that. And I'm so happy for you, because these are good times, even though they may seem difficult or challenging or trying. These are good times. And once we open our eyes to that, once we have that awareness, we're just going to keep creating more and more and more of that. Okay? So this is good. This is good stuff. What's coming up for you guys? What's coming up for you in your twin flame? What's coming up for you in your twin flame? I don't know. Did this reading seem different? I don't know. It seemed a bit different to me. What's coming up for you in your twin flame? If you haven't already subscribed to my other YouTube channel where I do just regular type love readings and readings, please, I'd be so grateful if you subscribed and supported. 5 of Cups and the Chariot, and we have another one here that popped out. 8 of Swords. This is good, because what I'm seeing here is that you're overcoming this. This mental prison that you were in, that you didn't know you were in, the universe is showing you the door to get out of that. So in the recent past, you've been in this mental prison by yourself, not realizing it, and now you're free. The universe is saying, there's the door. It's been there the whole time, but you just were like, didn't see it. You could have left any time. You could have left that mental imprisonment situation. And the universe is saying, okay, go. Go, 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 go. The Chariot, I'm getting the sense like this is positive. This is union. Just what, like you're both taking turns, taking a break. Sometimes the intensity of this connection, you need a break. You need like to feel grounded again. So you maybe experience being off the connection and immersing yourself in like everyday relationships. because it's so intense. It's like, oh my God, this is exhausting. But no, it's exhausting because your energies are elevating. But this is like one of you taking a break. So you might be this person, you might be the twin flame that's just needing this break because you've been in this mental confusion, imprisonment. And you're like, okay, I need a break, so I'm just gonna step aside from the journey. I'm not gonna really do anything. Just hold on, give me a minute. Or this could be your twin flame saying that. But the universe is still there guiding you both to union. Sometimes you need a break from the intensity because this awakens you to your growth, to your soul's growth and spiritual journey. And it's work, man. It's work. So the Five of Cups, you're pulling yourself up. And I feel like you feel like you're doing it on your own without your twin flame, but that's okay. Because you'll see behind you are two cups, and Two of Cups is union. So even if you feel like you're having to pick yourself up but you're not with your twin flame, that's what it feels like, because that's where you need to be on a mental level. You're like, I need to do this, just give me space. There's still love there. That's the thing. Two of Cups is saying that there's still love there between you. It will never go away. So one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, oh my God, yeah, I still love them. That's okay. You can't break the bond no matter how hard you try. Twin flames can go off and marry other people, and that bond, that twin flame bond, is still there. It's a sacred soul marriage. It defies man-made laws. It spans for an eternity. That's how serious this is. But then we come to Earth and we grow these little egos, and we can't get past the truth of what love really is. And that's okay, because that's what we came here for. We came here to learn, and that's all it is. It's like this is school, and we just forgot that we signed up for this. And oftentimes when the course load gets too difficult, we drop out. We drop out of school and we're like, I don't want this anymore. And that's okay too. It's always a choice. But the love always remains and will always be there, no matter what happens to either of you. So that's what I have. It was crazy reading. But it's good because you are being freed from your current state. The universe is giving you the way out and is guiding you both. And if one of you needs a break, that's very understandable, as long as we can see that. And you're just picking yourself up, and you're going to begin again. And we keep doing that. We just keep getting back up over and over and over again. Even if it looks silly to the rest of the world, who cares? This is your journey. This is what you wanted to experience, so that you can learn how to love yourself unconditionally, so you could learn how to forgive yourself, because that's all that it boils down to, is you. This is about you. This is not about your twin flame. This is about you. They are you. In essence, you are one. They are merely a reflection of you. They are an aspect of you that you haven't come to really love unconditionally. Because once you love them unconditionally, that means you love yourself unconditionally. And if that is stopped somewhere along the way, it's because you have to elevate and love yourself and forgive yourself even more. That's all it is. Sounds like it makes sense, but it's not easy. It's not easy. But I acknowledge each and every one of you for showing up the way you do every day and being the warrior that you are. You're not giving up. The fact that you're watching this video and the fact that you watched it till the end means that there's a reason. You resonate with this because you are meant to overcome whatever is holding you back. You are the only one that's holding yourself back from love. You are the only one that essentially is keeping you in separation, because you are either stubborn to go back to source, like you want to stay separate from source. You want to stay separate from who you truly are. You want to stay in the 3D ego aspect of yourself, and that's okay. Sometimes that takes lifetimes to elevate from. There's a part of you that still wants to experience the 3D hardship. And those who do that become the strongest soldiers of love. You know, you've gone through so much hardship that it's made you resilient, and you are the strongest there is out there because of everything that you continue to put yourself through. And you chose that, and good for you, because it's not easy. So you are a warrior, and in essence, you are fighting for love. You are fighting to get back to love, and sometimes it's like you're fighting against it until you give into it, until you surrender to love. That's all this is. It's just surrendering to love, surrendering to source, which is love. So that's the message for this week. I hope it didn't sound too harsh. Being a fire sign, I tend to come off as very maybe harsh, aggressive. It's only because, you know, I'm so passionate about this, about where we are and who we are and who we're supposed to be. I'm passionate for you. I am taking a stand for you, for your union, for your ascension, for your elevation, to free yourself from what has been holding you back for millennia. I don't know why I'm so emotional. Very strange today. It might be because of the full moon and Mercury retrograde. Like, you know, I'm just channeling the energies out there. And it's only because I have compassion for you, for what you're going through. Because the fact that you're watching this means that you might be feeling lost, right? But I'm right there with you. I'm going through all of this with you. Don't think that I don't go through this. Don't think that I don't feel this, because I do. I'm going through it with you. So even if it's just me and you, it's just me and you here, we're going through this together. You're not alone. Don't ever feel like you're alone. No, you're not. So never feel that. The universe has your back, and this part of what you're going through is to help you really know that, really believe it, really trust it, that the universe has your back, because we are conditioned not to think that. So as you know, I can go on and on and on and on, but I just want to give you support, because together we can get through this. It is a journey, and it is my utmost wish for you to not only be in union with your twin flame, but to be aligned and in union with you. it's my desire for me to be in alignment with me, with my truest self. So together we're doing this one day at a time, one step at a time. And sometimes we go backwards, and sometimes we fall off, and sometimes we have to dust ourselves off and get back up again. But we keep doing it because that's why we're here. And we're here to help others do the same, to help others, to guide them as well. And that's what you're doing. You twin flames are anchoring the love into the planet because the planet needs it. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep, getting through what you're experiencing, and surely, slowly but surely, you will see a difference in what you see in the world, in what you perceive. You will see a difference. You will see love. You will see the love out there because it's coming from you. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for all your comments, and even for those who don't comment, thank you for your likes. And even for those who don't like my videos, that's okay. Even for those who dislike my videos, that's okay. I love you all for being here, for sharing this space with me. This is sacred space. So thank you for contributing to the sacred space of twin flames. Twin flame's not just a word that you throw around. It's a sacred thing. So thank you for contributing to this sacredness. And please reach out, and if you would like a personal twin flame reading, if you would like access to the Innerchild Healings, the healings have been designed and developed by me through my own inner work. And I've seen the changes in people's lives. From the very first session, they notice a difference, and they have honestly helped me get to where I am today, to be the person I am in front of you. I've had to go through a lot of healing. I'm still going through healing. It's a never-ending process because I still feel these things too. I still get triggered too. I still have people in my own life that I need to forgive that I haven't forgiven. I still need to forgive myself. I can't seem to let go of my past mistakes. It's very hard for me to let that go and not feel guilty. So I have to work on forgiveness for myself. So thank you for being on this journey so that I don't feel so alone in this, because I know that we're all going through this together as a collective. And if you're curious about my 12-week online course, I just, one of my clients reached out to me, actually two of them didn't have jobs, but they were doing the course, and they both told me this week that they have found new jobs. One of them moved, and they're both reported that they're both doing well with their twin flame. They've been in separation. So the work, when you do the work works. So please do inquire about this 12-week online course. It's not only an investment of money, but it's an investment of your time, your focus, and your energy. But it's all designed to help us align with who we truly are. So I'm really excited that my clients are having such positive results, and I'm so excited for you. Whether you work with me or not, the good is coming. We just have to open our eyes to see it, open our hearts to welcome it. So I'm proud of each and every one of you. I truly am. Being a twin flame is not easy. And being a light worker is just as difficult. So I acknowledge each and every one of you. I applaud you for what you're doing. Even if you don't think it's significant, it really is. Whatever you're doing makes an impact in the world. With the ripple effect, you're reaching far ends of the earth, and you're helping to bring our planet into harmony and peace through this rebirth from the old into the new. So thank you, thank you, thank you for doing what you're doing and for being who you are. I'm so proud of you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you again so much for spending your time with me. And until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace.